set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go play fake. Mahomes. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Number 83.
A big play there. 75 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Giants 7, Eagles nothing. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Jackson now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Off the play fake, Vick slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will be incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed go for it. Vick, and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Ball carrier.
25 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a play fake. Now Vick slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Michael Vick keeping it himself from 5 yards out. There the Eagles are back within a score.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They still can't get it. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Giants 14.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Steps away. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They just get the play off. Now Vick. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Harold Carmichael, 28 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
21. Eagles 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Jackson now to return. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Raheem Mostert.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
You want an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Dancing to his left. Now that's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Vick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Saquon Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. First down, Vick going for the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Anderson to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Jackson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. This will be caught by Harold Carmichael. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Vick steps away to his left. Vick loses the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Giants 28, Eagles 21. Morton Anderson.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Vick. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Anderson back out to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Vick. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Here goes Vic on 4th down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
2nd and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From a yard out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. It's Barkley on the counter.
Greatest show on earth,
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Sacked. Brought down back at the 27.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's what I'm talking about.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go, Deacon.
3rd and long for Vic. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Vic. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Lawrence Taylor in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Vic goes play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On the coverage.
Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Intended for Harold.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one.